Good morning and welcome back, my friends. Welcome back to Farmer's Wife Homestead and my farmhouse kitchen. So today we are going to be making just a quick video because this video actually did quite well and it was posted over a year ago now, and we've got so many new lovely new people here, and I just wanted to share it again, because you know, I'm going to introduce a couple of different ideas or different flavors, and two, because they might, you know, you might not have seen it before, and also most importantly, my basket's empty. So I am talking about my toasted sandwiches, pre-prepared toasted sandwiches, ready to go in your air fryer or on your sandwich press to make feeding hungry teenagers, hungry whoever's in your life, when you need something just quick, and even on a Sunday night or just any night of the week where it's busy, you know, you've got some toasted sandwiches. You could go as elaborate as you like it's a really in thing at the moment to have luxury toasted sandwiches. So enough of the gabbing, let's get straight into this video. Alright, the number one thing I'm going to need is cheese, because it's it's going to be in every single combination because it helps stick everything together. So I'm just going to grate up a whole heap of cheese and chuck it in a bowl and get the rest of my fixings ready at the same time. So what flavors are we going to have? Last time I did ham, cheese and tomato, and we did ham and cheese and onion and cheese and pineapple, and we are going to do ham, cheese and tomato because I've got some wonky box tomatoes that I need to use up. I'm not going to do the pineapple, even though it was quite popular last time. I've only got, I think, two home canned jars of my home canned jars of pineapple. I'm going to do a creamed corn with cheese. I don't actually like the Woolworths version of creamed corn. I prefer Waddies, but I have 2 tins of this left, so I'm going to use them up. So we're doing the cream style corn and cheese, and I've also got some shredded chicken left over that I canned up quite some time ago, and we used it on pizza the other night, so I don't want to waste that. And I'm pretty sure I've got some apricot left from when we made what did we do with apricots recently? Oh, the apricot slice. So I've still got some of that left, so we're going to do cheese, apricot sauce and chicken. I'm just removing the core and just giving them a real quick dice. I prefer diced over sliced in a toasted sandwich, because with a sliced one it quite often just comes out all in one hunk and it can burn you. It's the only thing about tomato in a toasted sandwich. Right, I didn't need to do onion because I remembered I made some softened onions, some onions, because we had American hot dogs the other night and I did way too many, as I always do, so I get to use these up. So that's perfect timing. That's just one of the great things about this, doing this for yourself, and you know, even if you can just grab yourself a little basket and you've only got that much room in your freezer, then you've got some pre-prepared snacks or meals for you at a moment's notice. You know, if you end up having to have 1 or 2 toasted sandwiches one night, we'll live, right? You know, it doesn't always have to be meat and veg. And that's why I thought, you know what, I know I've done this video, but I'm going to do it again, because I just think it's just that fantastic. Okay, right, I'm going to bring you down and I'll show you how I prepare these and how I package them up, and then we can cook one up. Okay, so I've decided that I'm going to make 3 of each flavour to start with, and we'll see how we go with that. I've got everything laid out here. I have some softened butter. I know you have to practically take out a mortgage. Now that's going to annoy me. A lot of people think that it's, I get comments about this, what do you call it? What do you call this? Chopping board. It's not actually the chopping board. These old stainless steel benches have sort of like a dip in them so that the water drains into the sink. So that's what it is. It's not. Now that's too much. I just need something on the other side. Excuse me for a second while I organise myself. There we go. Right. What was I saying? Yeah, you practically need a mortgage for butter these days. I'm still using this Costco butter, which is lovely. And I don't know about you, but I like my butter to go all the way to the corners in a toasted sandwich. And husband, oh gosh, this is husband's idea of buttering a toasted sandwich. He'll just do that. And I'm like, darling, that's just not a toasted sandwich. Oh well. Each to their own. I guess he's saving me on butter. Of course you can use marge if that's what you prefer. Right, now I'll also show you the trick so you don't get butter on your boards, is that to take the buttered side and put it on the other buttered side. So you've got butter to butter. I've got to stop saying butter. It's not butter with D's, it's butter. Right, what shall we do first? Well, you know what? I haven't done the ham. So we'll do something without the ham. We'll do cheese and onion. So I like to put a bit of cheese on the bottom. These were cooked in butter, so they're sticking together a little bit, which is fine. And then I like to top with just a tiny bit of cheese on the top. That's just to help that top layer. Alright, now we're going to wrap up this lot. So I don't know if you've seen the other video, but I will explain. I have kept my last sheets of paper, not all of them, but a huge chunk of them, and I kept them in a snap lock bag as I use them so that I can reuse them over and over and over. So I've used them several times now, and I've just got them all ready. So just grab one, and now the buttered side is on the paper, and then there's the other side that's buttered, and you're just going to have it so it's butter on butter. And then you're just going to fold it over, and then fold, fold, and then over like a little parcel. Okay, and I just abbreviate. So this is cheese and onion, so I put cheese, onion, like that. And then I just pop them into this basket and line it up like that, so you can get as many as possible. It's as simple as that. Let me know in the comments if you have been making these yourself, and whether they have been, whether you think that they've been a time saver but also a budget saver. And we're just going to repeat the process with the different flavours. I think we'll make these ones the corn ones. I'm pleased to be getting to use up that horrid corn. Look, it's just, I'm tempted to not even use this, but I'm not going to waste it. But cream corn and cheese is my favourite. I love it on toast. So I'm going to use it up. But yeah, personally I would never buy that brand again. What else am I up to today? I'm working on the ebook and doing a whole heap of the recipe testing. That's what I've been working on at the moment because I wanted to test them a few times, but I had to kind of have a break, otherwise the family would have eaten it 2 times in a row. So that's coming along nicely and we're getting closer to having that ready. Cheese and corn. Alright, so that's the 2 flavours, the cheese and onion and the cheese and corn. So we're going to do 3 of the chicken, apricot and cheese, and the ham, tomato and cheese, and that basket will be full. But you can imagine, like, if your family's bigger, you could make quite a few baskets, or you could pop it into Ziploc bags and have bags of them sitting in the freezer waiting for you. But I'm only just going to do the 1 basket at a time, let the family know that they're there, and then I'll redo more of them as needed. But being that it's winter months, it's going to be good because, you know, sometimes you just want something warm in your belly, and a toastie is great for that. Cheese now. I don't want to have too much of the apricot sauce in here. I don't want the bread to go soggy. I've made this flavour in a panini, which is a thicker type of bread. Because I used to do them in my cafe. But I think this is a great way of using up this chicken. And having this chicken already done on the shelf for the pizza was fantastic. It was the first time that I'd used it. I also used pulled pork because I did jarred up a whole heap of pork one time when they caught a wild pig. So that worked out really well. So just going to dot, actually I think this flavour is going to be really nice. I might actually make this one the one that we heat up so I can try it. I also forgot to say you can put salt and pepper just if you like. I haven't so far, but I think I will with this chicken. I might actually do a few more of these just to use up what I've got. It's just a little. Oh, I'm really looking forward to trying this one. Let me know some of the flavours that you've been trying, or some ideas, or some flavours that you would like to try, or that you would make. So we've got chicken, cheese, and apricot. I was just looking at my basket, and I thought, you know what? Think smarter, Stacey. Instead of having to go through and pull everything out, why not write it on here? So we've got chicken and onion, cheese and onion, cheese and corn, cheese and corn, right, cheese and corn, cheese and apricot. I'll probably be the only one that eats these. Cheese and apricot. It makes more sense to do that. And the the final flavour, if you can hear humming in the background, I've got the toaster sandwich maker behind you heating up. Unfortunately, the last time it was used, it was left unclean, so that was a bit of a job. I personally like to use baking paper to line the toaster sandwich maker so that it doesn't make any mess. It's just easy cleanup. You can reuse it several times, unless you use meat. Meat is different. But yep, such is life. I would not put salt with the tomato ones, but you can definitely put pepper. Okay, I'm just going to pop the chicken one. So just pretend this is frozen. You can do it from frozen. You can thaw them out if you want to thaw them out. So all I like to do is just unwrap it like that, and then from frozen you can cook it, and then just pop it down and let it do its job. Right, I'm just keeping an eye on it. See that it's starting to toast up. You don't have to turn it, but I'm wanting to make a little bit more of a crisscross on mine, so I am. But yeah, you don't need to turn it. So there you have it. One whole basket full of wonderful, easy, quick snacks or meals. Let's try this toasty. Here's the bag that I keep. I put all the pizza ones in here, and I just reuse them, and the toasted sandwich ones go in here and sit in the drawer and just reuse it until you can't, basically. Right, this should be cool enough. Let's try. Probably could have cooked it a little bit longer, but let's give it a go. Wow, the chicken, cheese and apricot is so good. I love that flavour. If you get a chance, try that one. Another video coming up is we're going to make scones, and I'm going to show you, it's one dough, and we're going to do probably about 5 different flavours. And another one to look forward to is sauces. Somebody suggested if I could please make a video dedicated to sauces, so we will definitely be doing that as well as an outside video as well, so that you've got those to look forward to coming up. Alright, thank you for joining me today, and I hope that this video has given you some inspiration, and let me know in the comments if you've seen the other video and you've tried it and you've been doing it ever since, and how much you love it or didn't like it. And also leave some different flavours for other people to have a look and get inspired. As always, thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you on the next one. Alright, take care. Bye for now.